And at this time, love has grown. Ay, 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 ay. I like you, I love you. Where do you stay? I reside in Lagos. Come out. Like, come out, edit, like, delete yourself out of my dating list. Before I left Lagos, I knew right from that moment that I am never ever going to live in Lagos. Hi, welcome back. I know it's been a minute, yes, I know, but then not everybody is going to enjoy this video because I'm basically here to rant, like to rant. Tell me why on earth I have spent going to 2 years in Lagos and I am still struggling. Like, guys, I'm literally struggling. I'm still not feeling like Lagos is my home. I'm still not feeling like Lagos is for me. Like, it's not like I'm just beginning to realize this. I've always known. I've always known this because I think there is a traumatic part to this whole thing with me because there was a time while I was way younger. It was my first time in Lagos, and I came to Lagos with my mom. And so I think we were commuting from Agege to somewhere in Ikorodu, and so we, you know, used these yellow buses and what do they call them, molue, down for those buses here. So my mom had jumped inside the bus, and I guess she didn't know that I wasn't jumping alongside with her. So the bus had already moved, like had already moved. I was seeing the bus going, and I don't know anywhere. I should be about, because I was in the primary school, I should be about 7, 8, 9 at most, and I was seeing the bus moving. I was scared. I almost lost my senses. I almost freaked out because I don't know anywhere. I've not been to Lagos before. I don't even know where we were. I don't even know what's going to happen to me. Till date, I still used to wonder what would have happened back then. Okay, the common thing people do is they will take you to a police station and they'll begin to ask you questions, and then maybe they take you to a national TV or something, and eventually they will find me. But really, guys, it's been crazy. It's been crazy. I've been struggling. Movements, feeding, market runs, everything has just been difficult. The worst part of this whole thing is everywhere is far from everywhere. Like, everywhere is far from you. Everywhere is far from me. Is that how it is for every other person? And I'm so happy that I'm not the only one feeling this way, because some of my friends also had reasons to move down to Lagos, and they also have the same kind of experiences that I am having. Because trust me, whenever it's like, babe, how are you enjoying this Lagos? I'm like, I'm not enjoying Lagos. I'm not enjoying Lagos. Come on. I used to be in Abuja, and Abuja is so peaceful. Everywhere is calm. Let me go back to the story about how I almost got lost as a young girl during my first visit to this place. Okay, so eventually, I think after a few minutes, I think the bus had gone the distance where I could still see it. Then the bus stopped, and I saw my mom running out of the bus, and I ran towards her, and I was crying, I was shivering, I was so scared. And she was like, she's so sorry. She thought I was holding her. She thought she was holding me. You know, one thing. We were almost missing each other. Okay, I could have gotten lost. I could have gotten missing. Something bad could have happened to me. And I guess I didn't recover from that experience. So before I left Lagos, I knew right from that moment that I am never ever going to live in Lagos. I am never, because I don't see the beauty. Me, I'm coming from the deep village of Ondo State, yeah, where everywhere is quiet, everywhere is calm, everybody goes about their business peacefully. No, yeah, I see the beauty, the big houses, the tall buildings, I see the buses, I see a lot of people, and they are beautiful, but I just don't want any of it. That was me as a child. But I thought growing up, the more I grow, I'll begin to understand, I'll begin to, but hey, up until now, I have not changed my mind. Lagos is not for me. I even gave Lagos a chance to prove for herself to me that, oh, I can be nice too. I can be, I can be welcoming, I can be accommodating, I can be, but Lagos is still Lagosing me. I'm still not finding it funny. It's been stressful. It's been crazy. Okay, so it was so bad that at some point, if you residing in Lagos was a criteria for me to screen you out of my dating list. Yes. Yes. The moment I hear, I like you, I love you, where do you stay? I reside in Lagos. Come out, like, come out, edit, like, delete yourself out of my dating list. You cannot be there. We cannot go anywhere. Even if I date you, I'll just joke with you because you live in Lagos. How did I find myself here? I know that's the big question you want to ask me. How are you not in Lagos? How come you're married and you're in Lagos? It's because my husband lied to me. Yes. My husband lied to me. And thank God for that lie. If not for that lie, I can never be here. I would not be here. Each time I remember this thing, each time this thought comes to my mind, I always tell myself, God has a way of doing these things. Back then, when I was so determined, I'm never going to live in Lagos, I'm never going to go to Lagos. Oh, Lagos is not for me, blah blah. God must have been looking at me and saying, that Lagos, you will still go there. It's not Lagos that I am taking you. If only you know my plans for you. Yes, so God, you do this one. I agree. I accept. You have brought me to Lagos, but you have to take me out of this Lagos. I don't like Lagos. I don't like Lagos. I can't bring myself to like Lagos. My husband and I were friends, then I moved to Abuja. Yeah, we've been friends before I left Ibadan. So when I got to Abuja, we kept being friends, we kept talking, and as a babe now, you understand when the guy is beginning to drop lines and drop hints and things like that. And I'm like, see this guy, you don't waste your time. It's not gonna work. It's not gonna happen because I know you live in Lagos. Yeah, I know you live in Lagos, so I'm not going to do it. I can't. I left him. Of course, he had not hit the nail on the head, so why should I bother? Why should I worry? And stuff like that. So we had been friends until finally, bros, hit the nail on the head, asked me to be his girlfriend and stuff. And I'm like, it's not possible. No, I didn't come directly. At first, I didn't come directly. I was just brushing it aside, and stuff like that. Until it then got to a point where he was frank this time. He was frank about it. And I'm like, I don't see us happening. Like, it's not even talk of, I think at that point, it was beginning to be talk of marriage, settling down, and stuff like that forever. And I'm like, I don't see what's happening, no, because it's not like I don't like you. I like you. Of course, I like you. You're cute. You're hardworking. You're good fearing. You're intelligent. You have all those things that I am looking for. But you live in Lagos. Hello. It's not going to work. And I was like, I live in Lagos. I said, yes, you live in Lagos. And I don't see myself living in Lagos. I don't. I don't see myself settling in Lagos. I don't see myself raising my family in Lagos. So that's an issue. And it was quiet though. But that was quiet for some minutes. Then he came up with, there's something I can do. If that's the only thing, if that's the only condition, it's easy. It's easy. There's something I can do about it. My company has a branch in Abuja. I also don't like, this craziness in Lagos, the hustle and bustle, the noise, blah, blah, blah. So he would love to even relocate to a place that is much more organized and calm and, welcoming and everything. And I'm like, okay, let's do it then. So we began to date. He said he was going to, mind you, he said he was going to move. He was going to apply to be moved to Abuja. Okay, and I'm like, without workout, is that you say, people do it. It's not a big deal. It's what I can do. It's just a matter of applying. And oh, I agreed, and we started to date. And as time went on, when talk of serious settling down and everything, planning and all was beginning to be serious, and I'm like, come, I'm not going to Lagos. So we had this conversation, and you said you were going to, apply or find a way to move to Abuja and stuff. And he said yes, it's on it. And the next time I talked about it, he then said, it's not going to be easy like that too. Oga ti gbe mi landicap, Oga has lied to me. And at this time, love has grown. Ay, 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 ay. I have entered it. Like I've entered the one chance already at that time. If my husband had not told that lie, I'm very sure, like, let me not say 100, but 90% sure that everybody we have to remain friends or go our different ways. Me, or let's see anything serious because I can't. Okay, so ahead of time, I'm like, okay, let me not I have to admit this. Okay, this is the reality now. How can I use this someone I like, this someone that really likes me too. How can I use, him being based in Lagos and all as a criteria to just back out of this relationship? And we had gone quite serious at that time. So I then decided to come to Lagos ahead of time. Yes, marriage was beginning to knock and all those things. So I decided to come on time to Lagos. Because I don't want to find myself in a situation where I am going to Victoria Highland and I am lost. Like I lost, I disappear somewhere in between Obalende CMS. So I wanted to know my way around. I wanted to, just understand certain things, know the markets as a market woman that I am and all these other things. In fact, so I started, I came to Lagos. It was not easy. It was crazy. But thank God it was always there. Okay, where are you? Take a picture. Oh, yeah, do a video. It was not easy. It was not funny. Last, Sha. Going to 2 years now. I am still struggling. Oh God, this is not funny. I hope you guys can understand my pain. I am doing this rant today now so that you people can send me words of prayer. Tell God to help me to understand Lagos or to take me out of Lagos. But I don't want to understand. I want to leave Lagos. Abuja used to be very fun, easy. I plan my week. I have my fun. I go out. You can time yourself. I want to be here at this time. You'll be there almost at that time. Maybe 10 minutes after the timing that you give yourself. You'll be at that place, at that location. Things are cheap. The only thing that is cheap in Abuja, in fact, is not that. There's no difference. Housing is also not cheap in Lagos. What is expensive? Okay, food. Food is also not cheap in Lagos. What are we saying? It's not. So I was in Abuja. Every things you can plan yourself. There are places, 1,000 places you go, and you'll be surprised at the bills. The bills are so very affordable. Lagos, don't go to a place and be like, it's an average place, so let me just have all I want. You'll be surprised at your billing. You'll be surprised when they give you bill. Like it's not been easy. Like I'm not liking it. I'm not liking it, guys. I'm not. Anyway, let's thank God for the lie that my husband lied. Let us thank God for giving my husband that wisdom to lie to me that day. Anyway, guys, I'm done ranting. Don't forget to drop me your words of prayer. And if you have any tip, any what's it called, any advice, on how to enjoy Lagos better, on how to survive, on how to navigate, on how to just drop it in the comment section. I'll really appreciate that. And I'll see you on the next one, guys. Yeah. Remember to subscribe.